Well, hello, good morning, my brothers and sisters. This is Brother West. This is Brother West coming to you again this blessed day. It's a little, I guess, cloudy and raining here. In the ATL. It was drizzling a little bit. One of those kind of days where you just sit at home and watch TV and drink some coffee or drink some cocoa or whatever. You know, one of those kind of days we don't do much. Watch some movies, watch some stories. The Mortal Kombat just came out. To watch something. And so it's one of those relaxing days, one of those days where you don't want to do much at all. Maybe if it rains, it's raining or whatever, you look out the window and just watch the rain come down and stuff like that. One of those kind of days. But I'm grateful. Taking my baby to school. The thought came into my heart spirit concerning the awareness. Something God has dropped in my spirit concerning. There's an awareness. There's a consciousness that's taking place in many people's lives, many people understanding. The scripture says in Matthew, the 13th chapter, it says that when this man planted this seed in this field, it was a good seed, but then he went to sleep. The scripture says that while man slept, the enemy came in and sowed something there. So in other words, when this man was unconscious, when this man was unaware, when this man was resting, when this man was relaxing from a day of work, while he was relaxing, while he was resting, that's when the enemy came in and was planting stuff, was messing, was trying to sow things, trying to bring confusion, trying to bring division, trying to bring hurt, trying to bring discord, trying to bring all kind of stuff. Does that sound familiar in your lives? In many of your lives that are listening to me, the enemy planted stuff. He planted stuff in your life when you didn't expect it. He was doing stuff when you didn't anticipate it. And many of you kick yourself because you should have been aware. You should have been paying attention, but you wasn't. You know, situation or circumstance happened. Something happened that took your mind away from what you were doing. Took your mind away, it caught you off. It's like something happened in your life where it put you on like a tranquilizer, where you were given some type of sleeping pill, where you become oblivious to the things that was important to you, and many of you forgot about the things that were important to you, and the more you forgot about those things that were important to you, the more those things that was important to you drifted away so far to a point where you weren't aware, you weren't paying attention, you was unconscious, and your unconsciousness, at one time, the thing that you thought that was familiar, the thing that you thought that would never abandon you, the thing that you thought that would never hurt you, the thing that you never thought that would walk away from you, it did. Your comfort zone. Many of you had a comfort zone, and in this comfort zone became your incubator. It became your nourishment. It became your God. It became the thing that you always listen to. And see what happened. You think it was the devil, but it was actually God that caused you to be in this condition where you're broken. It caused you to be in this condition where you're at a place of alone, isolation. You're at a place of hurt. You're at a place of challenge. You're at a place of desperation. All of those things, you're at this place. And see, but if stuff wouldn't have happened, you would have never got it to this place. And see, God has been calling for you to sacrifice certain things. He's been commanding you to do certain things, but you ignored them. You did what you wanted to do. And because you did what you wanted to do, God said, okay, do what you want to do. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to touch something that you care about so much to get your focus, to get your attention, to get you to a place where I can talk to you again. Am I talking to you? God had to touch something that you loved. And in him touching something that you love more than life broke you down. And so now, you hear the background? God got your attention. And now that God got your attention, God is speaking to you. And this time, don't ignore him. This time, as he's speaking, listen to him completely. Ignore the noise around you. Ignore the surroundings. Because the surroundings that are around you is there to taint your hearing, to block you from hearing completely what God is saying. These instructions are important. These instructions are vital. Psalms 91:1, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That particular passage of scripture is a military scripture passage used in a time of war. That in a time of war, the king will summon the number one man in charge into his private chamber. And in his private chamber, he will download, he will speak into his mind the king's plan, his attack, his strategy. And once he's done with speaking to him, his instructions, his plans, his strategy, he's released into his shadow. And so once you hear and once the download of God's instructions are complete in your spirit, where you ignore distractions, then there will come a release. Many of you, there God has released you because you heard it. You heard completely. You ignored the distractions. Some, you're in the process. Hear what God is saying. And once this happens, miracles will fall. These are my words. God bless you.